Yo guys, what is and non-Interisti around the world? How you guys doing? Today's episode is basically masochism. That's the only way I can describe today's episode. Is pure, unadulterated masochism, and masochism as defined by the Merriam-Webster dictionary is the derivation of sexual gratification from being subjected to physical pain or humiliation by oneself or another person. And yes, I'm talking about Big Rom Lukaku leaving Inter to go to Chelsea for 150 million euros. Pretty much done. He's done his first part of his medical today, and then just a few minutes ago he was seen leaving Milan at the airport, and he said he will release a statement to explain everything to Inter fans in a couple of days. But honestly, I'm not even really looking forward to reading the statement. It will clarify some things, but it is what it is. The business, the world of football is just a business, nothing personal. I loved Lukaku. I've never grown to love a player so quickly, so this is why it hurts a little bit with the whole Lukaku situation. But as always, I've moved on pretty quickly in the last few days. The rumors of there's replacements and everything that's going around it. It's just how it is. Inter, we've lost R9, the best striker of all time in my opinion. We've lost Zlatan Ibrahimovic in the past. We've lost Samuel Eto'o. We've lost Milito. We've lost Bobo Vieri. Inter are used to losing strikers, but also replacing them with great strikers as well. So, and in today's video, I'm just gonna give a little tribute to Lukaku's time at Inter by reacting to his 64 goals that he scored for Inter in the beautiful black and blue shirt over 2 seasons, which is an amazing return, guys. 64 goals over two seasons. I wouldn't have expected that when we signed him. If you told me he would have scored 45, 50 goals, I would have been happy. Yeah, that's a good return after 2 years. But 64 goals, he overachieved from my expectations. And yeah, without further ado and getting into more pain talking about it, let's have a look at his 64 goals. And a shout out before we start to Goal Zone, the channel that I've taken this video from. Make sure you check out the channel, and I left the link in the description below. And they start off obviously straight away with his first goal, and he came in straight away on his debut against Lecce, proper poacher's goal. But you'll see the trend of his goals. In the first season, he definitely scored better goals. This was against Cagliari, when the fans remember there was that kind of racist boos that were going around at that time. And then here, the bullying starts in the Milan derby. Romagnoli will be the happiest guy to see Lukaku leaving Inter. The guy has been absolutely killed by Lukaku over the years. And look at this goal, like completely bullying the defender there. Proper, trademark Lukaku goal. And penalties, guys, you'll see in this video as well. Lukaku hasn't missed one penalty for Inter over his 2 seasons at Inter. Security in penalties, that's one thing I'll definitely miss. And this is definitely something that he kind of, you can start seeing, he's starting to add onto the gears. Like he's getting better and better as the video goes on. He's starting to add, and you can see from his face as well, he's starting to lose weight as the video goes on, as the work with Antonio Pintus and Antonio Conte in the training ground starts to, pay off. All the work that we talked about with the diet, with the food. This is definitely one of the least aesthetically pleasing goals that he scored at Inter. It's this weird technique and the way it went in. And this was one of his best performances at Inter. This was definitely when I started to be really impressed by him, because against Slavia Prague he really stepped up a gear in this performance. Remember when he did that outside of the boot assist to Lautaro as well. Here scoring against Barcelona, kind of shutting off the critics who were saying he didn't score in big games as well. So he started to turn up in big games. Nice headed goal there. That's one thing though with Lukaku. I felt like he could be a lot better with his heading. Here, killing Christian Romero, the 55 million Atalanta or former Atalanta player, now Spurs player, who gets killed by Lukaku again after in the video. And this is when he turned up. This is when Lukaku went Super Saiyan, killing off the freezers of the Serie A. He started going into the next gear. Look at that, straight through Merit's butterfingers as well. This is really the match where the world started to take notice. Like, okay, Lukaku's doing something in the Serie A. He's doing something special. 17 goals already here, and I think we're only just just over after January, because Cagliari again. So it's just over January. His start at Inter was just great. And he had some smart finishes that he doesn't get credit for. Like there, he's aiming for the nutmeg there. It's a very accurate finish. And again, penalties, man. Look how many times he also sends the keeper the wrong way. Like here, Juan Musso going the wrong way. You'll see in the other penalties. And then once again bullying Simon Kjaer there. No, nice header. And obviously that was the celebration that led me to create this t-shirt right here, because it's the celebration was so iconic that I just had to do it. But that's the danger you have when you make t-shirts that are dedicated to one player. But yeah, look at that once again, sending the keeper the wrong way. That little stutter became quite a trademark thing. This was definitely the funniest goal he scored at Inter. Just the rebound straight onto his big head. This was a nice combination play with Christian Eriksen. This is when we thought Christian Eriksen was starting to get involved with the team, but it didn't really work out. But yeah, and again, look at that, sending the keeper the wrong way. It's the ice cold penalty taker, and he has very good poacher instincts as well. He's very complete, and once again they're sending Pau Lopez the wrong way. Just so ice cool, man. I'm really gonna miss the penalty taking, bullying defenders there. I think it was that Christian Zapata, former Milan player, getting bullied. Just physically, you can't handle this guy. And this is nice. And once again, Christian Romero, bye-bye. 55 million, but he's getting killed by Lukaku in this video. Very nice goal. This is some of the goals that I was hoping to see more from. Oh, this was just beast. He carried us in that Europa League campaign as well. Like, look how many goals he's going to score in the next few goals. He's going to be all the Europa League goals that he literally carried into the final. There was a Tapsoba that he bullied, another physically strong player, but they just can't handle him physically. We're going to miss that physical nature of him. And yeah, on that left foot, man, it's you can put your house on it when he's on that left foot to score the goal. This was a beastly goal. This was again like just a confirmation that physically he just went to the next gear on the Conte, like pacing that defender for jokes. And in the final there, the keeper went the right way, but the penalty taking is too good. And obviously, then he ended up scoring that own goal, which was unfortunate. And this is from this past season, straight away scoring in the first game. But yeah, going back to that Sevilla final moment, as when he scored the own goal, is one thing that I won't miss with Lukaku. It just seems like he's a little bit cursed, the boy, if you know what I mean. It just seems like there's these viral moments that follow him, like when against Shakhtar in the Champions League, when the ball hit his head, when the header was going through on goal and he was offside. It just seems like there's some bad luck that kind of follows the boy, which is unfortunate. And this finally won the trophy this year, but yeah, I'm not gonna miss Premier League fans jumping on the bandwagon as soon as he makes a bad touch or bad play, and you just see Lukaku all over the place. But yeah, this season you see, compared to last season, look how many goals that are scored like almost in the 6-yard box, or like little tap-ins compared to last season or the season before, Conte's first season. And they talked about it, him and Lautaro, in an interview after the end of the season. They talked about how they scored much more beautiful goals in the first season, which is true. Like, you see, like, this is basically walking it in a lot of these goals. But the penalty taking there was no change in that 100% conversion rate from the guy, man. And this was one of my favorites, just the way he bullied Zakaria there, like, get out of the way, man. And then nutmeg shot, pow, into the corner. And then yeah, like his understanding with Hakimi as well, that's what led to so many tap-in goals as well. So much easier goals this season compared to the previous one when you think about it, but probably even more important because they led to a Scudetto, right? And this one has jokes just going around Cranio in the last dying minutes of the Cagliari match, and then scaring off the guy behind the goal. And obviously we're going to miss that iconic celebration with Lautaro, the COD shooting celebration, boom boom. This was a big penalty against Napoli, another big penalty against Spezia. Just ice cool, man. So good. We're going to miss that. If Lautaro, Sanchez going to take the penalties, I'm not going to have that same confidence when those guys step up. Yeah, once again, bullying these Serie A defenders. I'm not sure if you're able to do that in the Premier League as much. This was a really important goal because he came on. He was supposed to be resting this match against Fiorentina, and he had to be brought on to secure the win. And this was obviously iconic after the Zlatan beef, using the ancestors' power there, the way he lined up and powered up for that. Combining with Lautaro there, as usual. So many left-footed goals. But here, even with the right foot, very complete collection of goals, really. I think probably could have more. If you could say, like, he probably needs to add some more goals from outside the box. His shooting from outside the box definitely could do with some improving, but he's really got pretty complete repertoire of goals. Once again, there with his right foot as well. Comfortable with both feet when it comes to shooting, anyway. And this, obviously, a Romagnoli once again. I gotta watch that one again. Boom, killing Milan 3-0. Te l'ho detto io, cazzo. In a bit Donnarumma, in a bit Romagnoli. Once again, Romagnoli must be having a party at his flat. And these kind of goals as well that he's added to his repertoire, like on the counter, even with his weaker foot. Once again, sending the keeper the wrong way. And he's got these kind of goals as well, where they kind of little funny goals where it doesn't seem like he's coordinated that greatly, but gets the job done. This was very nice. This was like almost Icardi-like, the way he got in front of Kirikesh there into the front post. Oh man, this one hurts, seeing him and Hakimi and that celebration. Both of them gone now. Pain, absolute pain. Against Juve as well, that's the only goal he's got against Juventus, which I guess is one of the criticism of his time at Inter, but it's not really his fault. And this is his last ever goal for Inter. What a way to bow out, man. What a way to bow out from Inter on that goal. But yeah, guys, 64 goals, a variety of collection, left foot, right foot, headers. But yeah, I'm gonna miss the guy as a person, as a player, of course. For his leadership, for his celebration. He's just like a very positive, light-hearted guy. Hope he does well at Chelsea. I don't wish the guy any bad. Now that if I see the Premier League fans, if they're gonna slander him and stuff, I'm probably not gonna be defending him as much. Now he's Chelsea's player. This is Chelsea fans' job to defend the guy. But he's always gonna have a place in my heart and Interisti's heart for sure, because he's the one who led us. He was the guy who led Inter to a historic Scudetto after, 11 years. So he's gonna go down in history for that, no matter what. He came, he saw, he conquered. King Romelu Lukaku. Let me know, guys, what you thought of this video. What did you make of Lukaku? Looking back at his goal collection, are you gonna miss him in terms of football? What are you gonna miss about him? Is there anything that you think Inter probably gonna improve on by selling him? We'll see who comes in now to replace him in the next few days. Fingers crossed. I'm on the Vlahovic train. We'll see what happens. But yeah, guys, comment down below your thoughts. Make sure you leave a thumbs up. I know it was a bit of a masochist, sadist video, but I think it's worth giving the guy some tribute after the 2 years that he gave to us. And yeah, obviously you see me on the next videos, keeping you up to date with everything that's going on in Inter, at Inter and in Serie A. Make sure to check out, subscribe if you're new to the channel. Ciao ragazzi, Forza Inter.